Hello and welcome everybody, I'm Joshino, and today we've got some more spicy speculation, this time around on something posted on the Paladins official Twitter, and most likely the new champion coming to patch 1.3 in Paladins, which should be in a few weeks now. The same teasers happened a few weeks before Furia, the last champion that was released, was revealed, and this very much looks like it has come from the lore video, a sort of cinematic for the champion giving a bit of the background that will be released when they do the patch preview. Also with Zhin blurred in the foreground and the new untitled character currently in the background. As always, be sure to let me know all of your thoughts in the comments section below on what you think is coming with this champion and any of the speculations that I make going forward. As always, this is just a fun speculation video and maybe we're a little bit wrong here and this is a bit of a ruse. Although with Zhin in the background, it does seem that this champion is poised to be perhaps the second champion that is a part of Zhin's criminal group, the Thousand Hands Guild. And actually in the area they're shot in, seems like some sort of secret hideaway and training facility for perhaps the up-and-coming members of that clan. Also in a pretty awesome location by a waterfall. So before I jump into the lore, let's dive into what the character looks like and some speculations on what's going on with them. So once again, this is a humanoid character, so some people are going to be very disappointed, especially the Pip and Drogos mains. However, a simple outline of a character, once you zoom in, does actually have some interesting things I'd like to point out. So the most obvious things are they kind of follow in the flow of a sort of Pan-Asian theme, similar to Zhin, with an almost obi rope tie sash around their waist, a little bit more ninja-like, and sort of sun pattern baggier trousers. However, where it gets interesting is, first of all, the hair. So a lot of people have been pointing out, well, A, is this actually hair? People are saying from the background it looks like Kakashi from Naruto. Although I'm not sure this character will have a Sharingan or use the lightning attack lightning cutter. But actually when you look closely at this picture, it almost looks like it is a helmet or perhaps some sort of visor going on instead of actually it being a hairpiece. That the colours match with the gauntlet on the right, which has some spikiness about it, and some spikes on the front, which may be something, maybe some sort of weapon, maybe firing off shurikens or little kunai or something, but I don't think so. I think what's most interesting is on the left arm, so down from the pauldron, he actually is missing, or at least his hand is inside some form of what looks like almost a claw or just big metal appendage. Now my guess here is that this is perhaps either a weapon like a cannon or a flamethrower, or maybe even a sword. Maybe it could protrude a blade out of there. I'm kind of hoping it's not another just gun weapon. I'm hoping it's not another SMG, but I guess it could also be that. Perhaps they are an amputee and this weapon is now replacing where their arm was basically. Or maybe there's just a little bit that controls it, which off the top of my head I don't think we actually have in Paladins yet, unless you count Androxus as losing an arm, seeing as it's replaced with kind of a cursed one. The only other thing would be that it does kind of look like there's a space in the middle of it that could be used for shielding. However, I do doubt that, as 2 patches ago we got Khan, the frontliner, and the last patch we got a support, so I'm guessing that this champion is either a damage dealer or a flank champion. Now whilst we haven't got a damage champion for a while, him jumping across these logs in this is obviously being shown to be quite nimble, so it does give a bit of a hint that he might be another flank, although that it is a bit of a leap there. I mean, Drogos is a damage dealer and he can literally boost up into the air and into the stratosphere, so it's not necessarily true that all flankers have the vertical mobility, seeing as some damage dealers do as well. Although I do think that perhaps because this weapon or this part of the arm is on the left hand side, that it will be a secondary attack or some kind of follow-up attack or some sort of burst or something that you can use. I mean, really spicy wild speculation, but perhaps it could even be a grapple to pull yourself around, as I guess it does have like a little bit of a claw thing on the end, shoots out and pulls you forwards, although I kind of doubt that. I mean, with the what looks like an amputated arm and looks like a completely covered up face and covered up does sort of hint at probably a troubled past. And maybe the reason why they've fallen in with the Thousand Hands Guild, perhaps they were caught as a child in sort of a crystal related tragedy. On the side of the lore, We don't know when this part of the still is from. This could be very early on for the character. I mean, if you didn't know already, the Thousand Hands Guild is a shadowy and ruthless criminal organization built up by Zhin. Zhin was cast out by a royal family, losing his place, and basically built his own criminal underworld organization. However, like I say, is this very early on in the story for this character? Do they eventually betray Zhin ultimately, the new character? Will they go to the Paladin/Resistance side, or even the Magistrate side perhaps later on? Maybe if they are looking for revenge for something that happened, maybe they find out that actually the Magistrate coordinated or something like that. Or will they stay part of the Thousand Hand Guild, this sort of chaotic neutral faction in the realm that sounds like guns, well, swords for hire, that people can pick up and they switch sides all the time wherever the money is, or that's how the Zhin lore goes. My best guess is that he is Zhin's apprentice, and maybe after some sort of accident or disaster, he was perhaps in the slums where Zhin was recruiting or starting up his criminal organization, and picked him up and maybe got him all of the things they needed, like for his arm and helmet and stuff, and really vetted him to be his right-hand man. Seeing as we've kind of got the Lian's bodyguard right hand with Khan. I mean, getting a little wilder on the speculations here. With Assassin kind of looking more like a ninja here, will they be able to jump around, maybe jump off of walls? I know that the devs said that they probably wouldn't do a wall climbing champion, but perhaps you can either jump onto a wall and grapple onto it, then jump off again, or something like that. That could be an interesting way to have a new flavor of mobility in the game. Maybe it'll be a bit like Maeve, where you can run really fast and just double jump and jump really high. I mean, their boots don't really give anything away, they look kind of normal, so I'm guessing there's no sort of technology to have rocket jumps or anything like that. Also, a bit of speculation on the event. I know there was a map teased a while ago, sort of an Asiatic themed Onslaught map that was coming soon, and I wonder whether that's going to be the event map that they choose to pick and make this whole event with. And I kind of hope that we get something a bit more eventy rather than just a random team deathmatch after an interesting platforming part that has really cool themes. Maybe this time around we might get to go through this new character's training regimen, maybe fighting waves of ninja robots or practice dummies or something like that, so like a PvE setup with him, Zhin, and a few of the other neutrals in the realm. And I wonder whether a whole ninja or Asiatic themed event is coming this time around as the whole overall theme for the event. Seeing as last time with the Rise of Fury it was kind of covering the abyssal skins coming from the abyss. This time it might be, instead of say Japanese or Chinese theme, maybe it'll just be Thousand Hands Guild theme. Maybe that's going to be the sort of Asiatic flavour they have in the realm there. Again, as always, be sure to let me know all of your thoughts in the comments section below, and if you enjoyed the video, hit that like button, subscribe for more of my content, and hit that bell icon to become part of the notification squad. Anyway, thank you all very much for watching. Till next time, Joshino.